Far Cry 6 is actually surprisingly good. I first played the game back in July, did a first impressions video on it too. And after that I kind of fell out of the game because I was way too busy with work, and then I ended up playing Days Gone, which was a story heavy title, took a lot of time to complete that, loved it, already did a video on that as well. But after that I wanted to play something where I don't have to be so invested like I was in Days Gone. So I came back to Far Cry 6 after about 2 months, and the experience has been fantastic. See, the thing is, if you want a great story, an amazing cast of characters, or iconic villains like Vas, Paganmin, or even the Seed family, you are actually gonna be disappointed with this game. But if you care more about the gameplay side of things, the open world, the feel, the look, the vibe, the graphical presentation, the optimization on the PC, then you are actually gonna love this game. It is an outstanding performer on PC, which is something that I highly appreciate. A game that performs well in this day and age should be highly rated in my opinion, because we are living in a tough time when it comes to PC ports. I had a buttery smooth experience with the game and loved it. I agree it's not a new game, came out back in 2021, but it is a good performer, isn't it? So yeah, definitely deserves the praise for that. Graphically it is not a cutting edge kind of title, but it is a good looking game without doubt. The colors, they really pop, the open world looks fantastic, it is huge. The explosions look really nice, the weapons look amazing, and the water also looks really nice. One thing that I found to be quite weird is that the cutscenes, they look worse graphically than the actual gameplay, which is weird and funny at the same time because it is usually the opposite in most games. If you've played the game, then do let me know down in the comment section whether you also felt the same about the cutscenes or not. The setting itself is fantastic. The Caribbean island of Yara, it looks exotic, really colorful, really bright, lush green, filled with wildlife. It's really pleasing to the eyes, and at night time when it's raining and lightning out there, it looks stunning. The sunsets look amazing, the fire effects are fantastic. Overall, it is a really pleasing to look at kind of title. The sound design is fantastic, the guns and explosions sound great. The gameplay and the core game design is very similar to the past Far Cry games, so if you are familiar with the formula, you're gonna feel right at home here. The game does not feature any skill tree, and to be honest, I don't really know how I feel about it because I didn't really miss it. Technically, I should have, but for some reason I didn't. The missions, the side activities, everything is exactly what you would expect from a Far Cry game. But the gameplay feels better, it feels polished, it feels the way it should, and it is really entertaining. We play games to have fun, and this game is ridiculously fun. The addition of the special weapons called the Supremo weapons is fantastic. It is really fun to take out choppers using a weapon that is basically a backpack that fires rockets. Really cool. Just like every other Far Cry game, the game features a wide variety of regular weapons, all customizable, and they look great, they sound amazing, and really fun to use. The gunplay is really arcadey, and I personally really enjoyed it a whole lot more than the previous Far Cry games. This has actually become my favorite Far Cry game, and I also for the first time ever was able to fully enjoy driving in a Far Cry game, which was something that used to give me this weird headache in the past games, and I was not able to fully enjoy the whole experience. But this game did not trigger that, and I was able to enjoy it completely without running into any obstacles, which was fantastic. I also had a lot of fun with the sliding mechanic in the game, sliding down slopes and trying to avoid trees at high speeds. It was really cool. Addition of horse riding is nice. Driving and traversal feels really snappy and really fun. The game features a variety of land, air and water vehicles. Driving tanks was really fun, and dealing with tanks was really cool too. Yara is beautiful with its beaches, its jungles, villages, urban areas. It is a complete playground for you to mess around in. The game definitely has its weaknesses. The story, the cast of characters, the villains, they are nothing special. You get a fully voiced protagonist, which is a positive because I really don't like a mute protagonist in a game. Feels really awkward. Another minor negative was the companion Guapo. He was more of a liability than help. I just never wanted him in battles alongside me because I had to constantly revive him. Gameplay wise, it is really fun. Combat is outstanding. Traversal is great, and the combat has a strategic element to it because of the presence of multiple types of rounds. Armor rounds, blast rounds, and poison rounds, and whatnot. And you have to kind of strategize based upon the type of resistance that you are facing. Using the flamethrower provides a completely different kind of satisfaction. The Supremo weapons are a great addition. The game also allows you to take a look at your own character or the protagonist at resistance camps where the camera shifts to a third person perspective, which really made me think, can we actually get an actual third person mode in a Far Cry game just like we got a first person mode in GTA 5? Anyways, it was a surprise when it happened for the first time, and it's kind of cool to be able to see all the customization that you've done to your character. The highlights of this title are the open world, which looks amazing, the vibe, the feel of the game, the setting, everything is fantastic, and the performance and optimization, which is a huge factor. The traversal, which feels really snappy, really responsive, it's really fun, and the gunplay, which is amazing. Overall gameplay is fantastic. The missions are exactly what you would expect from a Far Cry game, but the gameplay is what makes it really special. It feels better than the past games, really polished, really fun, really smooth. The story, the characters, and the villains, especially the villains, are a weakness without doubt. But overall, it is a really fun package, and that's exactly what matters. I mean, some things can be forgiven. Overall, the good things really outweigh the bad ones. So, it is a game that I can actually recommend to anyone looking for a great open world game where you can just have fun. Far Cry 6 is totally worth checking out. If you're looking for an open world game with a good story, do check out the video I made on Days Gone next. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Peace out.